Welcome and welcome back to the channel. How is everybody doing out there? Thursday, man. Thursday. Today is Thursday. One more day, guys. Hang in there. We got one more day. That's if you off on the weekend. Okay. I'm not so fortunate, so I don't really get too excited about, you know, I don't really get too excited about the weekend coming up because I basically only have one day. In fact, even that is not etched in stone. Sometimes I work on Sundays, so um, whenever I get some time off, I just get some time off, man. I figure, and this is the way you should figure. As long as you're healthy, I'm not gonna say youth, because I'm not that young anymore. So, but take advantage of your youth. If you're young, take advantage of your youth because you're not gonna always be physically able to do some of the things you can do now and make you know um a large sum of money at this time. So take advantage of your youth and your health. If you're healthy now, go out there and get it, man, because it's not gonna always be that way, guys. So I decided to today is Thursday. I had some free time. Not free time, but I can chit chat with you guys. So uh I want to talk about, man. I saw an article. Let me pull this up, man. What was that? Well, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? John Passion. What was that? What's going on? I saw an article, man. I this article is pretty interesting, guys. Let me do this. Okay. Y'all gonna be surprised at this. Where is it at? Where is it at? Dodge is ranked the most reliable American brand by Consumer Reports. Dodge is ranked the most reliable. Y'all believe that? Y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that? I mean, I agree with that. Of course, I agree with that. I'm employed by a Dodge dealership, not Dodge. I don't per se work for Dodge or Chrysler. I'm employed by one of their dealerships. But these cars here, man, it's keeping Dodge on the map, man. It really is. That's a Charger, Challenger, and Durango. Now, this article was written in what was it, November of 2019. So that's only 6 months ago. Okay. But yes, the most reliable, guys. Now as far as now I will say this. I have yet to work on any of these newer cars. The little petty stuff, keys, oil change, maintenance, and things like that. So I don't think that counts. I think when they say reliability or when they grade or vote you on reliability is I assume part of that criteria or that uh goes into how many times the car fail or break down. So if it's voted on by consumer, then yes, that's a good measure. That's a good way to measure it, based on the people that actually bought it. Okay, so you shouldn't be basing your votes on guys in the industry. They can be biased. So, but if consumers are voting and they came up with this report based on consumer voting, that Dodge is ranked the most reliable American brand by consumer. Let me do this. Dodge made an enormous jump in this year in Consumer Reports reliability ranking, climbing a whopping 13 spots to number 8. Oh wow! So in number 8, go figure. Okay, I was thinking like they were number 1. Um, Now it also the guy that wrote this. Let me bring this clown up because he by Chris T. This guy These this guy said these numbers can be somewhat deceiving. However, because most of the vehicles in the Dodge stable have been around for a pretty long time, meaning that the Dodge has had over a decade to work out any kinds of issue. Models like the Challenger, Charger, Grand Caravan, and yes, even the Durango are essentially pre-recession vehicles, meaning they've cruised through the last 11 years with simply minor tweaks to the original formula. Now, he have a point, but he didn't have to say that. I mean, golly, man, you had a nice good article going. You want to ruin it with that with that foolishness. But I don't know, man. I still say give Dodge their prop. As far as reliability, do y'all know what that is? I mean, mechanics hate to hear that the brand they work on is reliable, but y'all know for a dealership to stay afloat, sales have to be there for one. So the sales department have to be booming, and of course the service department gonna carry the bulk of the load. This is my opinion. Service department gonna carry a bulk of the load, but the sales have to be there. So if word spread that the maker is not reliable, then of course sales gonna drop. So thank goodness, man. That Challenger, in fact, our particular dealer, the Challenger is kicking butt. Okay. My guy said they when they got to do the pictures and put the ads in the magazines for sales, he said they can't keep scat packs on the showroom, and they can't get them in fast enough. When you buy one, I assume you have to order it. Okay, so but they can't get them in. Now we have a lot full of Challengers and Chargers and Cherokees and things like that. A lot full of those. Okay, but that special breed Scat Packs and uh those Challengers, it's hard to keep those on the lot. So I mean, if that's what people want, that's what they're gonna order. They're gonna keep a lot full of those. Even with this epidemic going on, um, they having a hard time ordering now. In some cases, the plants are closing, so the people ain't even there building the cars. He said right now they can't get no Scat Packs in. I don't know, but if that's the hottest seller, man, you got to find a way to make it happen because those sales. And we in a period of time right now where you would think people are hanging on to their money and all, but people are ordering those Scat Packs like like it ain't nothing. So I don't know what's up with that, but I thought that article was pretty interesting. All right, what's going on, guys? John Pishon, what's up, man? What was that? What's up? What's up? What's up? Just finished a water pump on a 2002 Jeep 47 high output. Those are not that bad. The 47 or the 37. The Jeep 2002. Wow. Yeah, you went way back. But those fairly easy, man. Good for you, buddy. I hope you bled that system, that cooling system properly. Okay, because you can kill a good job by leaving out the simplest thing. We had a guy in the shop that did he was happy, boy. He just did his first water pump. He killed it, he nailed it, put a thermostat in and everything. He fixed that cooling leak. He wasn't chasing overheating. Now it's cooling leaks can be tricky, man, because you gotta understand if cooling pressure build up to enough to where um you can cause a leak, something has to give, like a radiator or something has to give, then the leak you're repairing is basically based off something happened, not because the part just failed and decided to leak. Okay. So you gotta be careful with coolant leaks. They can be masked as an overheating issue. Overheating, you're gonna build up pressure. With that amount of pressure, something has to give. And what would give? Whatever's the weakest link gonna give. You know, it's hard to believe a radiator is a weak link, but you would think a rubber hose would pop before a radiator started leaking. But no, I've seen radiator leak. Now that doesn't mean don't replace those leaking parts. You have to in order to even start with the diagnosis. Okay, you can't diagnose an overheating car with a leaking part. Okay, because if your system not holding the the liquid, whatever, if it's coolant, if it's if we talking about cooling system, if the system not holding the coolant, how are you going to test for overheating? So these basically risk that you take when you're doing parts like that, but you have to do it in order to proceed with finding out um if it overheated in the first place. Now, if you just got a water pump and a bearing failure and you can hear, then yes, that's a different story. Okay, you replacing that because of a part failure, not really a part leaking. But good for you, buddy. I'm glad you got that knocked out. But Nino Jr., what's up, man? Will you say the Dodge Journey is the last from the original Chrysler being a 4-speed training 2.4? Man, I just worked on a 2020, 2019. Well, I brought it in the shop. I didn't work on it. I don't want to scare people, man. People be like, whoa, you just worked on a 2020 already? Uh, it happens, but that wasn't the case. I think PDI or radio or something we was doing to it, and I walked over and talked to the guy. That thing had a 41 TE transmission in it. So that transmission is still in production, guys. It is not going anywhere. Has not gone anywhere. You would think is the technology is 4 speeds. I mean, who's still doing 4-speed transmission? I mean, some of our cars up to 9 speed now. So if you got a new car, brand new car, this was a 2020. If you got a brand new car with I think it was 2020. It was either 2019 or 2020 with a 4-speed transmission. Hey, it's still neat. Now this was a base model journey. Okay, so if you get in top of the line journey, um, the 4 speed is gonna stay around. It's gonna hang around. But I'm not understanding your question. Is the last from the original Chrysler being the 4 speed? Yeah, the 2.4. I assume you're talking about the World engine, because I don't think yeah, there is some multi airs in the you left out the year. I don't know what year journey this is, guy, but yeah, that journey, I heard, it's gonna be around for a while. So we just got to wait and see, man. They all in meetings now, all these boards and manufacturers sitting at the table right now, gauging the outcome of the economy or what's gonna happen because nobody knows. Everything you're hearing on news is speculation. No one knows. All right. All you're hearing now on the news is predictions. Okay, so at the end of the day, it's all about the bottom line with these companies. So whatever adjustment they will have to make to, you know, um, get that back up and going, that's what they're gonna do. All right. So Sean Knight, hello, bro, from Miami, Florida. What's up, man? What is going on in Miami, Florida? I'm out here in Atlanta, not too far, I guess. I ain't been out there in a while, so one day I'm gonna have to make a trip out there, but you can't go nowhere right now. So we stuck here in the A. Doug Talkington, what's going on? Mopar, baby. That's it. Mopar. I've been with Mopar a long time, man. Chrysler. I've been with Chrysler a long time. Dealership, been in the dealership world for a long time. That's why it always shocked me when I go to a parts department or a parts store, say AutoZone, and I'm walking through the aisle and I see all these little gadgets about fixing your a liquid now. They make liquid that supposedly you can pour in a cooling system and it will fix your head gasket. What? Just magically, you don't even have to take the head off. Just pour this stuff uh into your cooling system and forget a head gasket. Who needs a head gasket repair when you got uh this liquid? It always amazes me. But that's why I say I've been in the dealership way too long because when I go out and see stuff like that, I'm amazed that stuff like that even exists. Okay, so I don't know. Doug talking to Mopar baby, Benito John Mopar all day long. Haha, awesome. What's up, Doug talking to? I like the Cummins turbo diesel. Man, we don't even see those, man. Look, we haven't always had Dodge. Okay, so we used to be just a typical Chrysler and Jeep dealership. No, we haven't always had Dodge Ram. Okay, the Ram portion of the Dodge family. We've had Dodge. How many of y'all old enough to know remember the 6 pack where we had Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Plymouth, and Eagle. Chrysler Eagle. That's 5. So it was 6. But yeah, a lot of those names done fell off. A lot of those brands done fell off. But we haven't always had the Dodge Ram, portion of Dodge. So we don't see too many uh Cummins turbo diesel. We don't see too many of the big truck, the 3500s and things like that. Now the Jeeps with the diesel, we still see diesel vehicles, but as far as the big 3500s, in fact, we only have maybe 2 lifts that can even lift them things up. So I guess that's a good thing as far as we're not seeing that many, but it's fairly scarce around there. We got one guy that's so-called specialized in diesel. Joe Leeper, nice guy, nice guy. I know that guy very, very well. So, but yeah, that Cummins turbo diesel, man. It's all right. All right. Okay. Obama for Trump. I got a 1593 code in my charger. Speed multiplex stuck. Can you help me? 1593. Normally these P codes I know by heart, but this one is I don't know this one by heart. P1593 code in my charger. Speed multiplex stuck. Speed mode. Dude, I'm gonna have to when I get off, I'm gonna have to go pull up some data and see because off top of my head, I don't know that one by heart. And I'm sure I ran across the problem, and you would think if you ran across the problem, you remember it. But I don't. So when I get off the stream, I'll dig into that and see what's up, man. So yeah, hang around. Hey guys, while you in here, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up because a lot of people jump in, they jump out when they figure they don't have time. I'm just chilling, man. I got a little time on my hands, so if y'all ain't doing that, I'm glad you on the stream. But give the video a thumbs up while you're in here. What was that? Yes, I loosened that hex, but on top, yeah, there. That's you talking about the bleeding. Yeah, a lot of people leave that out. In fact, a lot of people use bleeder valve, not bleeder valve, bleeder funnel. I don't know if you've seen them yellow funnels that got the little rubber on the bottom. It just screws right in the top of your radiator cap. You remove your radiator cap and put it into place, and people fill it up. A lot of guys use that only. That's some risky stuff, man, because you still can have some air trapped in it. I tend to do both, the bleeder screw and my bleeder funnel. Okay, now it's weird because like what was we doing before that tool came about? I mean, a lot of things I almost wonder. Like, I don't even use a shop light anymore. You remember the light we used to hang up over the hood so we can see? A lot of things have changed over the years, but good for you, man. You bleeded that properly. If you went that route, you did bleed it properly. Of course, to pour the coolant in, and eventually the coolant will come out of the bleeder hole. You have all the air out of. Some guys go so far as to have the car running. They don't want all because nobody wants a comeback or return or whatever you want to call it. Nobody wants to see that car back. But good for you, man. What was that? Nice job, baby. John Pashan, Chrysler sales are down 10% on Q1, but Ram sales went up. Wow. I didn't know that. Quarter one. Okay. I guess that's pre Corona. If that was pre and this just hit, that means it's gonna be down even lower. So wow, man, that's that could put the fear in these car makers, man. So they don't like numbers like that at all. But Ram sales went up. I wonder what was that based off of? What particular brand helped those numbers go up? Was it the uh 2500, 1500? I don't know, 3500? Was it the diesel? I don't know. I'm gonna dig something up, and I'm sure some articles out there I can read to find out. I hope Ram Classic stays around, Benito. Uh, dude, what dictates any car maker or car maker hanging around, staying around? What dictates any of those staying around is sales. Okay, sales. That will keep a particular brand around for a long time. Yeah, the body style, the Grand Caravan, that car or that body hung around for so long, man, so long. I think '08 that body changed to the block. I'm talking about the minivan, the Grand Caravan. That body style hung around or came about in '08. And here we in May. Now, from what I heard, May 2020 is the last of the dying breed. So they're forcing it out. Now, what kept that van, because y'all keep in mind the Pacifica, the 2017 Pacifica was supposed to take the place of those vans. But because sales of that Grand Caravan kept going up, those soccer moms, they wanted that body. The sales just kept, they had to leave that van into production. All right. So, which affected sales of the Pacifica. The Pacifica came out in 2017 because the Grand Caravan was still selling. That hindered sales on the Pacifica. So now I guess they just decided to force it out. Okay. So all you soccer moms that fell in love with that body style caravan, Grand Caravan, you're gonna be disappointed. That's a wrap. This is the last year, from what I heard. 2020, May 2020 was the last. Now they probably already stopped because of the epidemic going on, but that's a wrap. So what dictates any brand hanging around, man, is sales. So with that being said, if that Ram Classic uh sales doing good, it's gonna hang around. Just simple as that, which makes sense, man. B Hood, what's going on, man? Hey, could you go over the process of changing out the power steering fluid on a 2014 Grand Cherokee? The power steering reservoir only has one line attached to it. So does it need to be sucked out? Is this electric power steering? The electric ones are, and you got to be careful, man. That takes a special fluid. You said 2014, so it could go either way. The traditional power steering setup or the electric power steering setup. Please do not go in with the wrong fluid. I don't know what you have. I don't know what if it's traditional or just the electric power steering, but you, my friend, need to make sure which system you working on before you go to playing with that. Because like I say, the fluid makes it different. But I tend to try to record or film, whatever particular car I'm working on and doing I think somebody asked me that. That might have been you. Asked me about that a while back, and I haven't I haven't worked on a Grand Cherokee in a while. So but yeah, I can go over those steps with you. I'm not sure that's even recommended. I'm not sure there's a recommended change with that system. I'm saying that system, but I don't know what system you have. So need to know if it's the electric power steering or the traditional power steering system, guy. All right. Attach how to do it on the newer 2014 model. Okay. All right. Yeah, B Hood. I'll get back with you, man, when I get off the stream. See what's up. Wayne Demore. What's up, Wayne? What is going on? 2001 PT Cruiser with a warp cylinder head. Cash. Yes, man. I just sold one to pull apart. My boss was making us clean out the lot. I had a PT Cruiser on it, an old Dodge Dakota. Matter of fact, I just uploaded that Dodge Dakota that I had. It had scrap on it. It's just been sitting out there for the last 6 months. I was surprised it started. I had a lot of junk on it. And y'all saw in the beginning of that video, the tow trucks were driving off. It just so happened I ran out there just in time. Wait, don't tow my car away. I want my truck. Uh, so I had to jump in it, boost it off, clean, make some space for me to sit down and drive it, throw some liability insurance on it, and hightail it out to the scrap yard and get that scrap off of and sell it. Okay, so and I end up I didn't want to. I had a PT Cruiser out there on the lot also, and it has a I don't say blown head gasket because it's not a blown head gasket. Chances are you have a warped cylinder head. A lot of people badmouth their car saying they're known for blowing head gasket. They're not known for blowing head gasket. They're known for people neglecting them. People setting on people have these overheating PT Cruisers, and what happens? Something causes it to overheat because a head don't just warp or a gasket don't just blow. So whatever it is that causes the overheat in the first place, if it's captured and repaired ASAP, you won't have those blown head gasket symptoms, or you won't have a warped cylinder head. It won't get to the point where you warp a cylinder head. So the quickest you repair a overheating PT Cruiser, the better off you would be. They're not known for blowing head gasket. That is a multi-layer steel head gasket. Okay, that has made it to a steel block and an aluminum cylinder head. So the first thing to go out or the first thing to cave or give up, something has to give. When you overheat, something has to give. The first thing to give out is the weakest link. And the weakest link is an aluminum cylinder head. So uh yeah, I didn't mean to get out there like that, but I get tired of when I log on to my PT Cruiser Facebook page. Everybody's in there screaming blown head gaskets. Probably got a blown head gasket. All you overheating, it's a blown head gasket. And then they want to dog the car out like it's the car fault. No, it's the car owner's fault. Fix that shit soon as whatever caused your overheating. If it's a leaking radiator, if it no matter what it is, if it's stuck thermostat, a lot of things can cause overheating. Okay. But the head do not just warp on its own, and a gasket do not just blow on its own. Like I say, the problem arises when people prolong riding with the overheating. Guys, it don't take long to warp that head. So if you overheating and you trying to get home, oh, I'm almost there, and you pegging out the needle pegging out in the red, chances are you went too far. Now, what would you want your significant other to do? Your wife, your spouse, your girlfriend. You would want her to keep going. So keep that in mind when you got her on the phone, baby. You just 5 miles away. Just go ahead and wing it. Go ahead and wing it. I don't feel like getting up coming to get you. Just bear in mind that car probably gonna be a wrap. It will never be the same. Let me put it like that. So if your cooling hand make it to the red, that's it right there. Stop spending a lot of time and a lot of money on chasing overheating issues on that car. If you know good and damn well you overheated your hand rich or made it to the red, that's it. I done got to the point where I stopped pacifying people that ask me this stuff. I used to pacify. Well, I mean, it could be. Come on, man! I done replaced the radiator. I done replaced the heater core, the hoses, the the fan. I done replaced everything. It's still overheating. Chances are you warped the head. Did you let it overheat? No, I never. It never got past the halfway mark. All right, let me take some more of these questions. Shame on you, Wayne. Get me riled up like that. B Hood, what's up, man? Sorry, I had a 3.6 for the power steering question. Sorry, I have the PC. No, B, what I was trying to see, or what I was asking you was it the electrical power steering system or the traditional regular power steering system? That's what I was getting at. All right, man. I gotta wrap this up, guys. Where we at? 26 minutes. I'm only meant to stay on for 30 minutes, guys. John Pashan, Chrysler sales are down 35%. Holy shit. Shucks. Holy smacks. Stocks down 45%, but the company has no debt. And Ram sales and upcoming Peugeot merger mean this company is going to recover and come out on top of U.S. car manufacturing. That's what's up. That's the piece of good news I can appreciate. Okay, the fact that the debt part, has no debt and Ram sales and upcoming the merger. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Good news. Good news. John, appreciate you looking that up for me, man. Appreciate that nice, good piece of info, man. I love to hear good news like that. I'm actually proud to be a part of Dodge Chrysler and all that stuff. So I must be. I've gave them 20 years of my life. So yeah, I like what I do, guys. So if you like what you do, you're gonna put your all to it and you're gonna try to be successful at it. Obama John. Hey, thanks, bro. Always thumbs up for you. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. All right. Rough play. Hey, boss. I'm not staying. I just came in to hear your well, while you jumped your butt in here to listen for a smoke machine, I hope you click that thumbs up button, man. I haven't heard it, so I don't know what you're talking about. Personally, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, Joker, just come in just to hear a smoke detector. Take it easy. All right, man. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Every little number count. Doug Talkingston, Ram Classic. Yes, Ram Classic. I heard the Ram sales are booming, Doug. So that particular model will probably hang around for a while. All right, Tom Cook, what is going on? I hate the Pacifica, man. Tom, I'm buying my wife a new 2019, a new one. You buying a brand new 2019? We sitting in 2020, Tom. I assume you're gonna get a real good deal on that since it's a later model, or it's not the current model. Man, what you got against the Pacifica, man? It's a sleek new design. It has the updated Generation 3 Pentastar V6 engine. You will likely not have to deal with ticking noise, Tom. Any of that helps, Pacifica, Tom. I mean, it is the updated design. It's likely going to have because if it have a 3-speed, if it have a 3.6 Pentastar engine, it's likely going to be equipped with a 9-speed ZF transmission that all the kinks are out of now. They got a handle on. Think about that for a second. They got a handle on the 3.6 and the 9-speed. Handle, what I mean is all the kinks out of them. The 3-speed, I mean, the 9-speed transmission been out a long time ago. So you would think by now they would figure out what's going on. So they got a handle on that. And because it's a 9-speed, it's going to be in production for years to come, guys. years to come, that 9-speed will be around. The 41 TE A604 showed up in 1989. Here we are, 2020, and they still sticking that in the Dodge Journey, the base model Dodge Journey. So you talking about a long run. I mean, the 4-speed in general, just the name 4-speed transmission. Ooh, people cringe just by hearing that. So think about it now. Here we are in 2020. There's a 9-speed front wheel drive transmission out. So I foresee that transmission having an even longer tenure than the 41 TE because it's a 9-speed. What, 20 years from now, we're going to be up to 20 speeds? Who knows? Nobody knows, man. The gasoline combustion engine may not even be out by then. Electric cars should have been took over by then. That's if the politicians budge. Okay, but we don't get into politics that deep here. All right, I got we up to 30 minutes. What's going on? Man, I always have a hard time pronouncing your name, but XFL. But anyway, you my man. What's going on with you, man? Hope everything good with you. Be good. Sorry, it's electro hydraulic power steering. Yeah, that's what I figured because it's a 2014. Uh that reservoir and that module, well, on a Charger or Challenger, it's under the right side fender well. Guys always have a hard time looking for that or finding it, trying to top it off. I'm like, why are you topping it off if there's no leaks? I mean, or no, I think one guy in the shop was trying to service one. He had a power steering flush, and it turned out that it had that system, and he didn't know any better. He sucked out all the the good power steering fluid and went back in with the kit fluid that was given in the power steering flush. Ouch. No, 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 no. Now, he's a new guy. I mean, not a new guy, but he's I don't even want to call him apprentice because he's not a young guy, but I don't want to say he should have known better. That blame can go either way, guys. That blame can go on the service advisor, the guy that wrote the ticket up, because even that blame can go partially on the customer. Lady, you don't know what you got. You don't know that you may not need. Well, I wouldn't give. Oh, I will only give 5% of that to the customer. But the service advisor should have known, and definitely the mechanic or the technician or the oil change guy should have known. You should know. You should all your brain needs to always be running when you're in a shop. You got to know what you're doing, what you're working with. You can't be thinking about what your girlfriend did to you last night. I mean, that's done. That's a wrap, man. Jump back in the real world and pay attention to your surroundings. Always my brain is always running 5 minutes ahead of time when I'm working on a car, and I have to stay focused on. If I get distracted, that could be catastrophic. Distractions can be catastrophic, guys. So that's what happened to him. I mean, sure, I have my laptop up. Sometimes I'm working on a 3.6 and editing a video at the same time. I can multitask like that, because I got it like that. I'm just talking. But what was I at? What was I talking? What was that? What was that? The guy that did the regular power steering flush on a car with electronic with the electro power steering system and put the wrong stuff in. Did it damage anything? I think they caught it in time. I don't think what happened on that car? I don't even remember, but they had to suck all that stuff out, get all that other stuff out, and put the right stuff in. And that fluid is not cheap. But be hood, yeah, man. I'm gonna look into that because you got to make sure is it even recommended, guys. A lot of guys always ask me this. What are your thoughts on a certain brand of oil or a certain weight of oil? Now we can discuss. The brand is always debatable with me. Pennzoil, Valvoline, all that stuff is debatable. But the weight of oil or the weight I think you should use, guys, you're gonna always get this answer out of me. Okay, so I don't want to defend anybody, but this is the answer you're gonna always get out of me. Whatever the manufacturer suggests. Okay, I'm not gonna suggest to you if Chrysler would say you should put a 5W20 in your 3.6 Pentastar, and you ask me, I'm not gonna say, man, forget Chrysler. I think you should use 10W30. No, I will be doing you and myself a disservice. That's not cool. That's not. So this is the answer you're gonna always get out of me. Whatever the manufacturer suggests. Somebody asked me about spark plugs the other day. What plugs do you suggest on a PT Cruiser? I'm like, dude, the champion plugs that Chrysler suggests. And God forbid, one guy asked me, he need a cam sensor for a PT Cruiser. He said, I found one on eBay for $10. A cam sensor on a 2.4 in a PT Cruiser. No, 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 no. OEM with that stuff, man. I'm gonna do a whole video on what my opinion on my thoughts on what's safe in the aftermarket world as far as parts, but cam sensor definitely is not one of them. I mean, you can go so far as the O2 sensor not being trustworthy. Aftermarket, I'm talking about. Okay. There's a couple things most of the parts I use are only OEM. So I'm getting off track, man. Let me wrap up the rest of these questions. So yeah, that is the answer you're gonna always get from me. OEM, whatever manufacturer suggests. All right. Sorry. I'm looking at a PT Cruiser on Craigslist. Do you think it has a blown? Oh man, you playing, man. You know, no damn blown head gasket on a PT Cruiser. If it's giving off blown head gasket symptoms, white smoke out the tailpipe, running rough, water in the spark plug or liquid in the spark plug, or so far as backfiring, or because you can't push it out of the exhaust. If it's giving off those symptoms, you have engine problem. Forget a blown head gasket. Because anybody to me, anybody to take a head off, first of all, you know how hard to get those head off a PT Cruiser? They're not easy. So anybody that's gonna go through all that problem just to pick the head up, lay it on the table, grab this little thin head gaskets out of it, clean up the block and the head, and put another head gasket on it. Even if they find the gasket blown, it doesn't matter. Even if you find a spot of the gasket blown, it doesn't matter. You're doing yourself a disservice by not having that cylinder head check, pressure test, check it for warping, all that stuff, warpness, all of that. You're doing yourself a disservice. So I think y'all enjoy getting me riled up. Stop it, people. Stop it. Okay. Stop it. Didn't mean to rile. Fix it with a smile. Big fan of your video. Appreciate that, Wayne, man. I'm just messing with you, man. Pentastar Devil Engine. Benjo test. What is the best antivirus? Man, how do I all right, man. Thanks, buddy, for all the power steering help. Keep up the awesome video. Yeah, B Hood. Uh, uh, 2014 Grand Cherokee. Like I say, man, let me look up something, man. It may not even be a change interval. I know you're concerned. A lot of people are concerned. Well, I haven't done this yet. I haven't done that yet. But if you see where Chrysler recommend, they like to use the term feel for life. If you see that terminology in your power steering section of the book or the Google or whatever, be weary of Google. So if you see it in a reputable Chrysler manual or magazine or something like that, then it's probably etched in stone. But if you see somewhere where they say that's feel for life, what they mean is they recommend there is no change interval recommended. They rather you leave it alone, and that can turn into a whole nother debate because no fluid lasts forever. I'm almost assuming they're saying don't touch it until you're out of warranty, then you're on your own. But I'm not, liable to say things like that. Okay, that is wrong. I have no place to do that. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all jumping on the stream, man. Let me get out of here, man. I was able to tackle all these questions, but the reason I jumped online in the first place was give y'all some of that good news by Chrysler being one of the where'd it go? One of the top I can't find it. But Chrysler being one of the reliable. Damn, what was the term I used? Um the reliability. They won for top reliability. That Charger, Challenger, and the Durango uh, was top reliability. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so that was the point of me jumping on. So I have to get out of here, guys. I have a lot of editing videos to do, and I'm gonna jump on that. So, like I say, guys, if you jumped in, give the video a thumbs up, and I will appreciate it greatly. All right. Yeah, I don't trust Feel for Life. I figure since it's a fluid, it eventually break down and want to keep this Jeep as long as possible. I agree, man. I agree. Nobody wants, you know, but I also agree and commend you for being concerned. Okay. But about all your fluids, you know what I'm saying? So all your fluid and whether you should change it or not. Yeah, that's a good way to be, man. I like to pick on women on this instant. They just love to can't post comments to some definition. They just love to jump in the car and go. But yeah, stay on top of your fluids and your fluid change intervals and all that stuff, guys. I'm going to get out of here. I have some things to do, some editing to do. So let me play my outro. And that ain't my outro, but y'all know how my outro go, don't you? Y'all know how it go. But anyway, guys, thanks for jumping on, man. I got to get out of here, man. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next video.